more personal. So this year, even though it wasn't planned like that, just having us sit down around the table with the guests, maybe giving us a few prompts, but helping us basically find our own fun. I think that's the way to do it. So they're structured, but as a result, people get to spend more time with the VIPs, which I think is more valuable than another stage event.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, you appreciate that, you know, that you like the checklist that you made there. It was a bit of a different one, trying to decide whether we should change the format in that way.
I might apologise for being late. It was me, myself and Stephen trying to balance setting up a band and setting up in there as well.
We didn't notice it, we just started. Sorry, as I said, to be honest, we didn't notice it was late, we just grabbed the table and started chatting.
Yeah, just leave us in a room with the guests and we're...
I can vouch for him on that one, Mike, because I helped with that one and it did work very well, and everyone, all of you said that was a really good time.
It was nice. And again with the late night, the cosplay caf meet and greet thing, that again, we just left us in a room alone and we just made our own fun, and it was just nice, you know. It was intimate, you know, it wasn't like them on a stage, us in the audience, it was, we're around the table just chatting. And
You felt you were all one?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. That's a good
Yeah,
feedback.
yeah, that's definitely appreciated. I mean, I think one thing we do definitely want to do for the VIP people is just make sure that they're looked after, you know, that it's actually worth paying for that extra membership at the end of the day, you know, because essentially you're paying that extra money to support the event, so the event should support you in return.
There is one thing I pointed out yesterday, because I did start a feedback thread on the forums, for constructive feedback.
Yes, I think I saw that one. Yeah, that's really, really good to see, you know, at the end of the day. We always put feedback threads up after the event, because obviously we don't always have the time to actually put it on during the event, so that's really appreciated, and you know, we're looking through that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So I stand that, and the one thing I noticed yesterday was that you had the VIP gala at the same time as opening the dealer's room for VIPs. I think
It was a bit of a mistake.
it was a bit of a mistake, just a little bit of a cock-up, shall we say?
Yeah,
And it just needs to be...
I mean, we do apologise for that. Unfortunately, we normally have the VIP gala on Sunday.
Oh, I much appreciated it on the Saturday. It was a much... Because sometimes people have to go home on Sunday.
Yeah, the issue with that was Kira Buckland's not in on Sunday because she had to go home early. So we had to move the VIP gala to one day earlier.
We actually preferred that. We preferred it having it on Saturday. But maybe like an hour later so we can go to the dealer's room and then come over, because I think that's half the reason it started late.
Yeah, I think that's definitely a good idea. I think that's what we're doing next year. And I think to a certain extent, having the VIP gala on so early is probably detrimental, since, you know, everyone's like probably still a bit hungover and whatnot.
Yeah,
So.
The same applies to Back and No Game Show.
I will hold my hands up. Like, I had that timetable I had to swap so many times, and people asked for specific times so they could get into a certain time. I really should have just not put Back No Game Show and put something else instead.
Yeah, never put Back and No Game Show in the morning. You've got to be drunk for that. You really have to be drunk for that. Sorry, I'm hogging it, sorry.
Any more questions from any members of the audience? Any more advice yourself? I'll put it over to you.
In terms of the scheduling, I think that my biggest criticism for that would be having the cosplay masquerade at the same time as some of the really key workshops. So it really divided people's attention. In terms of then the lineup and the final, you know, release of the schedule itself as well, a bit tight.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to be upfront about the schedule. We're probably going to be looking to drastically change it next year with some of the timings, and indeed in some of the events which are running as well. You know, I think, you know, there was a few conflicts which were not helpful, and you know that's something which we're definitely not going to be the case next year. I think.
So just repeat that. So just so I'm aware, I'm actually taking notes of what we've got, so we can sort of go back over this later on. So masquerade political what? Sorry.
I think it was Kira Buckland. I think, off my head.
And the lady there had the event.
Use the microphone.
Yeah, use the microphone.
The lady down there has just said that we've had several events and she feels that people were divided by it.
Yeah, how to spin your own goal. So it was a criticism
Yeah, no, that was obviously a cosplay workshop, so that's really going to split it. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, we're going to be pretty much revamping how we do the timetable next year, so hopefully we won't be seeing so many of those silly clashes like that. So yeah.
One thing regarding the timetable, you know these events in red?
Yes.
And it needs to be sort of like pointed out that they are where they are, because they're not in the lists. So we were really confused because we were with Kira and she didn't even know where she was going for her late night panel. So we know now that they're downstairs in the karaoke area, but we didn't know. So we were just sort of like hanging around waiting for someone to tell us where to go.
Yeah.
As a person on Reg Desk, I'd like to point out, as soon as we found out where the events were, we were telling every single attendee as they came in the main door, we've got this behind us, this is the tabletop, this upstairs. We really didn't want anyone to miss out on it.
Yeah, I just want to kind of elaborate a small amount on that point. Is it just a suggestion of how to potentially improve that? I pretty much knew where it was because I'd been to Alcon for more or less its inception, really. But I think for newer guests, the way the timetable is structured, the bits in red might be a bit confusing. So perhaps maybe keep it the same, but also have a separate list for the details of the events in red, including things like areas and exact timings and that kind of thing. Just have that little bit of extra additional information so that people who haven't been coming for as long can be just as informed just as quickly.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great idea, you know. Pretty much that's one of the reasons why we've got this panel here, you know. We want to hear your input, we want to hear ideas, we want to hear how we can make the event better, and, you know, that's certainly something which we'll be looking into.
You've got a question? Put it over to you, though.
I have a suggestion for the dance floor, you know, in the evening. In the furry conventions, they really keep the dance floor very cold, very ventilated. And I realized that that's actually very nice to dance in a cool room. I mean, one of the things they do is that on either side, they put up things that are, they're about as tall as that stage right there. Just keep it going. But it's a furry convention, so of course it's for the furry suitors.
Yeah, because in here it has got a small spring hole in here.
Yeah.
I believe SU that could be fast many times.
Yeah, I mean, that was certainly something we'll be having a chat with the venue about after this. Obviously, we can only do so much on the day. We don't really.
You should, because if you're going to raise the temperature point, you know that the temperature that the room was at is unsustainable, because especially if you were working in an office environment, you wouldn't have staff there, so then having tons of people is doubly worse.
That's certainly something we'll take on board. So.
Okay, over to you, sir.
Any chance I can come back next year?
Sure.
His performance was excellent.
Yeah, no, it was a great performance, so thank you very much for it. And yeah, I think what we'll do next year is we'll put you on it at a later time.
Yeah.
Here's a high five there.
Would you like to come as a guest player at the tabletop with your on stage as well? The Metalhead Dungeon Master.
I think related to timetable, I think you should have like gentle events in the morning and they get heavier as you go along. You know, so have some like maybe a breakfast, just coffee and cake maybe or something in the morning. You know, just basically things to ease you into the day.
Yeah, I definitely agree. And to be honest, I'm not even sure there even should be stage events on before midday.
No.
Does that mean I didn't have a lion?
You can have a lion, yeah. There you go.
Isn't that Just to clarify, I may have misunderstood you there, but when you were talking about things like breakfast events, maybe that could be part of the Maid Cafe, because that's always around for breakfast, and that does offer a few things like tea and juices and some like cake and snacks and such. So maybe if we combine the two and maybe just had a small little talk or whatever casual thing with the Maid Cafe, that would be a nice coupling of two existing events for infrastructure.
Yeah, I mean, that's something which we can look into, so again, that's a good idea.
In regards to that as well, it would be maybe a breakfast thing and something in the morning. Would you like some tabletop games maybe with this?
Yeah, that'd be nice.
It'll be simple, 2, 3, 4 games.
So pretty much a tabletop breakfast.
Maybe a...
Yeah.
If you've misunderstood you at any point.
No, it's right.
Morning, 10 o'clock, we do tend to get quite a lot of people in, so it might be worth looking at doing again. If people are mentioning that specifically, it does work, very definitely.
Yeah, well, thank you for that. We'll take that on board right now.
Just on another note, in previous conventions that I've been to at Alcon, that there used to be the breakfast club where you turned up for breakfast and there was an anime running in the background while you sat on it, which was cereals, toast that you made yourself, sort of thing, sort of self-service buffet sort of thing.
As a larger guy, I can appreciate the breakfast portion. I really can. I totally agree with you. The main thing is, as long as you're having fun at this, and it's a nice event to ease you into the day, I think the anime in the background would be a lovely idea as well, since it is an anime convention.
Just to put an idea as well as do the stage on the stage here. You could have before 12 o'clock, just have maybe the Q&As or the panels here, so it's like easy and instead of just talk, I want to go and do that instead of having to go all the way from say here to Queens and then back again. Instead of having that, if that's better or worse, I don't know.
Yeah, I think we could certainly do something like that. Maybe just don't start the panels in the Queens to 12, and we could probably have them here. So yeah, that'd probably be a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been to Alcon a couple of times, but this must be the worst one I've been to so far. Everything is lacking, like information, what routes going on. Like the guidebooks, not too much detail in there, and also like getting like points for your clans are lacking as well. So I think we need like more clans, like trying to get more points for your clans. Also, like, we need like more information, especially on the doors. So, because I've been there so many times, and this is the worst one. Like last time I've been here, like everything was really fun and exciting. But like I know, like the Kemi could not come this year, so that was a bit sad. But I understand. It seems to be really lacking this year.
Okay, well, I mean, first and foremost, I apologise, that it hasn't been as good for you as previous years. With regards to your points and whatnot, the clans, I think we're certainly looking towards in future years having a much bigger clan presence. I mean, even simple touches such as ninja, vampire, pirate leaders having actual outfits to wear so people know who they are is something which we're going to be doing. In terms of the signage, we've had an issue with the signage actually arriving because we didn't print it with printers. Obviously, that's not really an excuse, but that was difficult. In terms of other stuff, there has been a staff shortage for this year as well, which has unfortunately made things a bit more difficult to run things as we would like to run things. We will be going on a recruitment drive over the next 12 months. Not just for staff, more attendees as well. We're going to really be pushing for next year, and we're probably going to be looking at even rebrands, to be honest, a new logo, new mascot, slots and basically trying to really freshen everything up for next year. I think, you know, the time's come, you know, it's to, you know, really start moving things forward, you know, and yeah, pretty much revive stuff. Yeah.
There's two things I'll add to this point. The first one is we've had tremendous feedback from the Assassins front, and I'm really pushing to incorporate the Assassins concept into the clan, because we've got 3 Assassins team, 3 clans. It just seems logical. So we can do that, and that will help the community in terms of getting sorted. The other thing is we are planning to sort of do a bit more of a community drive this next year, as Mike's already sort of alluded towards. In fact, at 3 o'clock today, we do have a community panel workshop, which I actually lead on. And the idea is we all sit around in the panels upstairs, well, in the building and upstairs, and we sort of just hammer out some ideas and sort of throw some ideas around and sort of just say, hey, how can we make this in regards? So we have that. That'll be at Queen's Building at 3 o'clock. So if you want to help us, everyone, do come along, because it is important. We can't do this alone. We need help.
I just want to give a bit of feedback in regards to the Cards Against Alcon event that happened on the Thursday. In previous years, it's been quite a big panel event, quite a popular thing, and random people from the audience will be chosen for a couple of rounds and swap out. But this year, I only found out when it was beginning that it was being hosted online, and that we needed to get in the room and then leave it, and then, you know, get back in because of the issues with setting it up. And my primary point in this feedback is that perhaps next year, if this is to be doing the same thing and we're having it online, perhaps, you know, tell people that in advance, and maybe try and set up the room in advance before it starts, so that we can maybe have a few test runs and make sure it's all going well.
Also, so can I add to that point? The table and the original cards, but then we had the idea was like, hey, we can do it online. Oh, we can have it on the big screen, and everyone can join in. Steve and I did not know the original website got taken down, so we were like trying to find a new website.
Was it literally 2 days ago?
It was 2 days ago, it got taken down, so we were trying to find a new website, because we thought it'd be nice to have it on the big screen and everyone can join in, because we are trying to get like streaming on stage, so when there are like little things that you can't really see, so you can see it on the big screen, but we're still in the works about that. We might try it again online, but if it causes problems like it did last time at any other event, not just Alcon, if we do it at another event, we'll probably just stick to cards, because, you know, paper-based is always good, never trust technology.
Just on that front about scheduling, when I printed off the prior schedule, just so I could have it handed around before I came, and I noticed that it was only on Thursday when I actually got the new schedule that Cards Against Alcon had been rearranged to the Thursday. It was supposed to be on Friday or Saturday, and it's like last minute changes like that can sometimes go, oh, I was planning to do this. And
yeah, that was a last minute change, unfortunately. Again, we're doing our best to ensure, you know, that the timetable is much more involved for next year, so hopefully that won't happen.
I will be honest, when we did the convert, I should have updated the Google Docs, but I just completely forgot. That's just my bad.
Yeah, I mean, next year we are going to bring back the creation of timetables a good month or two beforehand, and actually flush out all these little mistakes and problems. So that is how we're going to approach that process.
So I've been listening to the feedback about scheduling, late timetable changes, and I think a big problem is there's not been much social media presence today to let attendees know what's going on. I think we've all got Twitter on our phones and stuff like that, so this stuff will be broadcast out to the entire con. So I think when there are last minute changes and things like that, so it's just evidence of what's going on. I saw on Facebook today there was a My Hero Academia photo shoot that I had no idea was going on. I've been cosplaying as Shigaraki for the last 2 days, so I've known that was going on, or made an effort to attend. But yeah, I just think if you really went to social media this year, I think you could have broadcast these issues out to a lot more people.
Yeah, I mean, I 100% agree with you. The main issue which we had with that is that, again, it's due to the lack of staffing this year, unfortunately, which again we're going to be resolving for next year. And it basically, you could have 2 people running social media across the event, and that's the ideal, that's what we want. But if those 2 people can instead be used to, for example, actually do critical functions, actually make the event run, then you have to make a decision, unfortunately. But you know, that'll definitely be different next year. We've actually got a few ideas to also work on it as well, in terms of actually making sure that people are more better communicating, more than just social media. We're thinking of adding QR codes onto the com-books. So basically, you know, you can snap the QR code from the com-book or go to a specific link, and it will actually show a live update of all the changes, all the announcements, any timetable changes, etc., etc. So then you'll be completely in the loop of anything that's been announced, so you don't have to control, you know, go through Twitter, go through Facebook, you know, looking and trying to read the event updates from there. Can we take the lady at the front, please?
I'd like to say, just on behalf of the registrations desk, as soon as we become aware of any changes to the timetable, we will inform the attendees that changes have been made as well. But sometimes communication does take a while to get down the chain. But as soon as we know, we've been informing as many people as we can. So I'm sorry if you have missed some of our updates as well. We will try, to improve as much as we can.
I've got 2. So the first one is, in terms of the community panel, is there any possibility that it can be moved after the volleyball after 8 o'clock?
Yeah.
This is exactly the problem the sort of the discoordination that we need to get sorted. It's very important to do because Jolly Boat is so it's one of our top events. We are running for 2 hours. Jolly Boat is for an hour, and it's going to be a drop in, drop out. So at least that sort of covers that. So we'll be running from 3 to 5 o'clock. So
it doesn't say that here.
Yeah, it's been extended.
I don't mind overrunning this.
So the short answer to that is yes.
Okay. And the second one, and this is going to be a bit of a bombshell, so brace yourself. In terms of rumors, and this is some of my critical feedback to you, I think that in terms of being someone watching from the outside, because I don't post very often, deletion of comments is not ideal. It makes people feel alienated. It actually creates a bigger problem than it solves, because rather than allowing people to then whisper in the background about what they think it could be, what it should have been, what it could have been, what it was, just say, media release, this is what's happened, we're aware this is what's happened, blah, 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 cut it short. So at least then you've said what you have to say. People know that there's an official statement. If they then want to whisper, you can always refer back to the original, rather than deleting things off and then people then go running riot. Because I've heard so many rumors just here at home.
Yeah, I mean, we do our best to, ensure that we delete as few comments as possible. I mean, that's certainly something that's an advice we'll take on board.
Don't delete anything. The big corporations don't do it. You should do it either. You should think of yourself as that.
There is some stuff which has to be deleted. So, for example, there was a post that was made last night by someone basically mocking disability.
Yes.
That has to be done.
Yes.
There are always going to be posts that have to be deleted. Whether we get the balance right or not is an action that will be implemented. So
but it's interesting that was deleted and yet still people are talking about it. That's the sort of thing that I'm talking about. Because even though that was deleted, the deletion itself caused rumors.
Yeah, again, there's no easy way of doing it. That's part of the reason for these panels, so that, you guys can come here, we can say, okay, yep, this is the case, and basically just talk it out.
Locking threads instead would be a better option than deleting. Not when it locks disability.
Or maybe post this post. Maybe just post this did not follow our rules and was making an obscene comment, therefore we've deleted it. Just like something that explains why you've deleted something.
I think looking into all of these options, would be wise for us to look at all of them and then decide what we're going to do and then inform everyone what our policy will be.
It seems like we need to get 2 members of staff like that, when we're at Con, because when Mel, is doing that, and these 2 members of staff are online 24/7, going through checking, and that's their specialist job, like an IT department.
Again, this also comes back somewhat to the lack of staffing issue at this event, which again we're sorting out for next year. There hasn't been a dedicated social media team, so it's had to be done ad hoc. So sometimes it's not going to be done the best way because it's having to be rushed. I mean, there's no easier way to say it than that. So I hope you appreciate that if you understand that.
Okay, I have a question as well. I'm just speaking on behalf really of the artists that came to sell their work. I think they were treated quite appalling. They were let in quite late, and they didn't really have very much chance to give any feedback, so I'd like to represent them, really.
Sure, I mean, if you could just go through main issues, then I'm more than happy to
Just time where they were set up. They were meant to be in different buildings, and they were shoved away in like a corner, really forgotten about. I just don't think it was very well run.
Okay, I'm not particularly 100% aware of the situation, but I'll speak to our head of operations and get back to you on that one. We always do our best to ensure that artists are looked after, and indeed dealers are looked after in general. So, I mean, if you could basically speak to the applicants and we'll go through those issues, and I'll get our head of operations over and make sure that it's not repeated for next year. I think at the end of the day, if stuff's not being communicated correctly, or there's confusion over that, or then obviously it's not how we want to be treating our paying artists today. So
Another thing I'd like to bring up as well, myself and my partner actually handed out some flyers. It was about 1,000 flyers in total, and we were promised that we'd get a free t-shirt at the event, and nothing was actually said about the t-shirt.
You should have. So if you can have a chat afterwards. I'll take it downstairs to registration so we can make sure that gets sorted. So I do apologise, that's really...
I'll be happy to sort that out for you after the registration.
Just one last point.